Carrie Underwood's massive pay deficit may be the most talked about controversy surrounding her potential return to one of the biggest stages in entertainment, and fans are buzzing with questions about what this could mean for the future of the country superstar's career. The American Idol winner-turned-Grammy-winning powerhouse has always been known for her fierce work ethic and uncompromising dedication to her craft, but recent reports suggest that money may be the sticking point that could prevent her from stepping back into a role millions of viewers have been hoping to see her reprise. Industry insiders are calling the situation complicated, with sources close to production hinting that negotiations have hit a wall due to what is being described as a massive pay deficit between what Carrie is reportedly being offered and what she believes her contributions are worth. This news has sent shockwaves through both the country music industry and the entertainment press, with fans taking to social media to voice their frustration and disappointment that one of America's most beloved performers may not return to the franchise that launched her to fame. Carrie's journey from a small-town girl in Chakotah, Oklahoma, to one of the most powerful voices in music is the stuff of legend, and her connection to American Idol remains one of the strongest in the show's history. She is often cited as one of the competition's most successful alumni, with a career spanning platinum-selling albums, sold-out arena tours, and a trophy case filled with Grammys, CMAs, ACMs, and even a handful of crossover honors. Because of that success, many fans assumed that if Idol producers ever invited her back in a major capacity, whether as a mentor, guest performer, or even judge, she would be a shoo-in to accept. But Hollywood economics can be as complicated as any record deal, and now it appears that the financial offer on the table may not match the level of influence and star power that Carrie brings to the table. Sources say that negotiations have been ongoing for months, with Carrie's team reportedly pushing for a pay package that reflects both her star status and the ratings boost she would likely bring to the show. Some reports suggest that Carrie's team looked at other high-profile deals for judges and performers on similar competition series, pointing to the salaries of stars like Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, and Luke Bryan, all of whom have earned multi-million-dollar paydays for their work on Idol in recent seasons. Comparisons were also drawn to other franchises such as The Voice, where coaches like Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson have been paid hefty sums for their expertise and name recognition. By contrast, the offer being discussed for Carrie was allegedly significantly lower, something insiders say has left her camp feeling undervalued. The pay deficit isn't just a matter of dollars and cents, it's about respect, leverage, and precedent. Carrie Underwood's brand is more than just her music. She has become a cultural icon whose name carries weight far beyond country radio. She headlines residencies in Las Vegas, is a frequent face at major awards shows, and even fronts national advertising campaigns for major brands. For someone at her level, returning to a franchise that helped make her a star is not just a nostalgic move. It is a business decision that could affect her image, her touring schedule, and her recording commitments. Insiders say Carrie is carefully considering whether the exposure would justify the pay cut, particularly at a time when live touring is a significant revenue stream and artists are working harder than ever to maximize their income in a rapidly changing music industry. Fans, meanwhile, are split on the issue. Some argue that Idol should do whatever it takes to bring Carrie back, insisting that her presence would reinvigorate the show and attract longtime viewers who may have drifted away in recent seasons. Others question whether Carrie really needs to return at all, suggesting that her career is already in a league of its own and that she might be better off focusing on new music, touring, or other creative ventures. Social media threads have become a battleground for passionate debates, with hashtags like #PayCarrieFairly and #AdolNeedsCarrie trending as fans weigh in with memes, petitions, and heartfelt messages urging producers to reach a deal. What makes this story even more intriguing is that Carrie has remained largely silent on the matter. While she has occasionally acknowledged her gratitude toward Idol in interviews, she has not commented publicly on any negotiations or potential return plans. This silence has only fueled speculation, with some media outlets running with anonymous quotes and others urging caution until official announcements are made. Whether her silence is a negotiating tactic, a sign of frustration, or simply her way of keeping the focus on her music remains unclear, but one thing is certain: the longer the negotiations drag on, the more attention this pay dispute will attract. From a business standpoint, the economics of reality television have shifted dramatically in the past decade. Advertising revenue, streaming rights, and syndication deals all play a role in determining how much networks are willing to spend on talent, and some executives may be hesitant to offer top-dollar contracts if they are unsure about the potential return on investment. However, Carrie Underwood is not just any performer. She is a proven ratings draw, as evidenced by the spikes in viewership that typically follow her televised appearances. Some industry experts believe that failing to meet her salary demands could ultimately cost the show more in lost audience engagement than they would save by holding firm on budget limits. There is also the question of precedent. If Idol were to meet Carrie's reported salary request, it could open the door for other stars to demand similar treatment in future negotiations, potentially driving up costs across the board. This is not a new concern for networks, which have historically struggled to balance the need for marquee names with the realities of production budgets. But in the era of streaming wars and audience fragmentation, a high-profile return like Carrie's could be exactly the kind of headline-grabbing event that networks need to keep viewers tuning in. The stakes are undeniably high, and for Carrie, the decision may ultimately come down to a mix of professional pride, financial compensation, and personal timing. She is currently juggling multiple commitments, including her ongoing Las Vegas residency, work on new music, and family life with husband Mike Fisher and their children. Taking on a major television commitment would require careful scheduling, and it's possible that even if the pay issue were resolved, logistics could still pose a challenge. For now, the situation remains fluid. Idol producers have not made any official statements about Carrie's potential return, nor have they addressed the reports of a pay dispute. Fans are left to speculate, media outlets are left to analyze every breadcrumb of information, and industry insiders continue to watch closely as negotiations play out behind the scenes. One thing is clear: Carrie Underwood's legacy with American Idol is secure, regardless of whether she returns. She is the gold standard for what a talent competition winner can achieve, and her career trajectory has inspired countless contestants who came after her. But the possibility of seeing her back on the Idol stage, whether as a mentor, performer, or even judge, remains an irresistible prospect for fans and a potentially game-changing move for the show itself. Whether or not the massive pay deficit becomes an insurmountable obstacle may be the deciding factor in whether that dream becomes a reality. Until then, the conversation around Carrie's value, both to Idol and to the broader entertainment world, continues to spark debate, serving as a reminder that behind every glittering stage appearance and triumphant performance lies a complex web of business negotiations, creative decisions, and personal considerations. Carrie Underwood's story has always been about resilience, determination, and staying true to herself, and this latest chapter may be no different. Whether she chooses to take the deal, hold out for more, or walk away entirely, fans will be watching closely, ready to support her no matter what comes next. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Talent Spotlight Adult YouTube channel for more update news.